Welcome back for Germany turn 8, and there was no Italian video last round because the Italians lost all their units. They do have Rome, so they did collect 12 IPCs in income. So for Italian turn 7 it will be 12 IPCs to spend. Now for the Germans, for the production, for 62 IPCs they're going to be buying 13 infantry, 3 mechanized infantry, 1 armored, and 1 anti-aircraft gun. Alright, now for the combat movement phase. Alright, combat movements. First off, strategic bomber here in Germany. It's going to fly 2 into Normandy Bordeaux and strategically bomb the industrial complex there. It's got 5 movement left in its range. The fighter here in Western Germany is going to move 2 and attack this transport down here in C-Zone 95. That'll be an auto kill. It'll have 3 left in its movement. Next, the German units in southern Italy are going to move north to northern Italy, so that's 7 infantry, 3 armored, and 2 artillery divisions, attacking an infantry and an armored division in northern Italy. Next, this fighter from Leningrad is going to move 4 through the Baltic and into attack C-Zone 112. It'll have 1 movement left in its gas gauge. Next, this mechanized infantry from Leningrad is going to move 2, 1 through Belarus and 2 into Bryansk, and it's also going to be joined by 2 tactical bombers and a fighter with a movement of 1. They have 3 movements left in their gauge. A fighter and a tactical bomber from Belarus is going to attack Smolensk, and they're going to be joined by this tank from Leningrad with a movement of 2. As well, these 2 strategic bombers are going to fly 2, so they'll have 4 movement left in their range, and they're going to be escorted by 2 fighters, and they're going to do a strategic bombing raid against the industrial complex in Russia. Alright, that is it for the combat movement phase. Now onto the dice. Quick correction, instead of moving the mechanized infantry into Bryansk, I'm moving it into Smolensk, and the tank, instead of moving Smolensk, I'm moving it into Bryansk. So they both came from Leningrad, just the mech is going to Smolensk and the tank is going to Bryansk. Alright, now with the combat. First off will be the battle in C-Zone 112, which is 1 German fighter versus 1 British destroyer. No hits on the first round. Second round, the fighter hits and the cruiser missed, or correction, the destroyer missed, which means the destroyer and the transport in C-Zone 112 have been destroyed. Next, go to Russia. The strategic bombing raid in Moscow. I've talked to the warden and he is not scrambling his any of the fighters there, so it's just the 2 anti-aircraft gunshots. And 1 of the German bombers was shot down. There you go, No Limit. I finally did lose a bomber. So, damage 3 plus 2, so 5 more damage onto the Russian factory. Alright, next is the Battle of Smolensk. So it's a fighter, tactical bomber, and mechanized infantry on the attack. 2 hits. And now the 2 infantry defending. 1 hit. So the mechanized infantry has been killed. Next, the Bryansk battle, which is 2 tactical bombers, fighter, and tank. 2 hits. There we go. Versus the mechanized infantry and infantry. Nothing. So the Germans take that territory. Next will be the battle in northern Italy, which is 7 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 tanks. 1, 2, 3, 5 hits. Which is more than enough for the 2 defending units, which is a tank and an infantry. And they took out 1 of the German infantry. The last battle is the bombing raid in Normandy Bordeaux. Anti-aircraft gunfires and misses. And the damage is 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 damage on that factory. Alright, I'll go reset the board up. Okay, I've reset the board up here. Now for the non-combat movements. So the 2 aircraft, the fighter and tactical bomber from Smolensk are going to 1 back to Bryansk. The 2 tactical bombers and the fighter that attacked Bryansk down here are going to move 1 back to Belarus as well. The strategic bomber and the 2 fighters that did the strategic bombing raid are going to head back to Belarus. Artillery from Novograd is going to move to Belarus, and it's going to be joined by 2 more artillery from eastern Poland. I'm going to move 2 artillery and 1 tank from western Germany to Germany. The fighter in C-Zone 112 is going to move 1 down to western Germany. The fighter down in C-Zone 95 is going to move 2 and also land in Germany, western Germany. The strategic bomber with 2 movement is going to also land in western Germany. And that's it for the and the 2 anti-aircraft guns in southern Italy are going to be moved to northern Italy. Now for the place new units. 3 mechanized infantry are going to be built in Novograd. 9 infantry are going to be built in western Germany, along with an anti-aircraft gun. The tank and 4 infantry are going to be built in Germany. Alright, that is it. Now let's do a quick recap of what the Germans have right now. So sitting down here in northern Italy, there's 3 tanks, 2 artillery, 6 infantry, and 2 anti-aircraft guns. In western Germany is 15 infantry, an artillery, an anti-aircraft gun, 2 fighters, and a strategic bomber. Denmark has an infantry. Germany itself has 2 tanks, 2 artillery, and 4 infantry. Novograd has 3 mechanized infantry. Belarus has 3 tactical bombers, 4 fighters, 1 strategic bomber, 4 tanks, 3 artillery, and 2 anti-air. And Bryansk has 1 armored. They collect 44 on the income chart, plus 5 for Leningrad. So they collect 49 plus 2 that they saved. So they have 51 for next turn. Alright, on to Russia.